The way he described it was like a beach ball being held underwater. It'll explode higher. I don't need to tell you that the price of silver got clobbered over the last 3 or 4 weeks. But what I do need to tell you is what I learned when I did a deep dive into what happened, what caused this to happen. I've got that and a lot more for you in this video. Let's get started. Hey, we know there's a lot of theories and some facts about the manipulation of the silver market. But at the end of the day, on the simplest terms, what happened over the last 3 to 4 weeks? There were more sellers than buyers for silver. Now, if we set that aside and take a look at the technical picture, there's an interesting fact you need to consider. When I was doing my research for this video, I heard a top technical analyst put it like this. The decrease in the silver price occurred on a pretty condensed schedule. So there weren't a ton of people that were buying it on the way down. Unlike if it's a slow, steady decrease in price, it was quick. And what that means is there aren't a lot of people that are bag holders right now from this most recent downturn in the price, which means when it starts to move back up, there's not going to be a ton of overhead resistance. There's not going to be a lot of people that are going to want to sell so they can just break even and get their money back. The way he described it was like a beach ball being held underwater. It'll explode higher. Another thing to consider when looking at the price of silver right now is the silver to gold ratio. It's around 85 ounces of silver to get 1 ounce of gold. On a historical level, that is high and typically points to a period where silver will outperform gold. Now, we want them both to do well, but as we focus in on silver, this is a good sign for its prospects over the next 6 to 18 months. While I have your attention, you'd really be helping me out if you gave this video a thumbs up, subscribed to my channel, or shared it on social media. You can leave a comment below. Also, want to mention to you that I have a new channel, How to Ron, where I'll post a weekly how-to video, which will definitely be injected with some humor, but also very useful information. There's a link to that at the top of the video description below. Another factor that was a negative for the price of silver, and gold for that matter, was the fact that the general markets, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, were all having severe downturns during this period. What happens when that occurs is people will have to sell, they'll get margin calls, they'll have to sell some of their good assets like their silver and gold to cover the margin calls they're getting on their tech stocks and cryptocurrencies. And I heard one person say that silver and gold are unique in that their settlement period is only 1 day as opposed to like a stock. If you sell a stock, it's T+2, which means it takes 2 days until that money is actually in your account. So when margin calls happen, silver and gold are one of the most attractive things to sell to raise cash quickly. That might help explain why we got caught in this downdraft with the general markets. And while I already talked about the silver to gold ratio, it's important to note that the silver to almost anything else ratio, the S&P 500, oil, anything, is at historic highs. It takes more silver to buy almost anything else out there than it has during most parts of history. And finally, we know there's sky-high demand for silver. Heck, in the last few years, there's been less produced than there has been demanded by investors, industry, etc. If the silver price stays where it is, around $20 per ounce, or Lord forbid, goes even lower, these miners are going to stop producing and or stop selling the silver that they are producing. With the cost of oil and the difficulty these miners are having finding new silver deposits, if the price stays where it is, it'll fix things because the supply will be constrained, and eventually the price, because of overwhelming demand, will increase. Those are the main points I uncovered when I did my deep dive into the recent decrease in the silver price. Now, none of this means that the price is going to automatically jump back up in the next 30 days or 60 days, but from a technical perspective and a fundamental perspective, I think the future still looks very bright and shiny for silver and our friend gold. Hey, I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm glad you joined me here in Ron's Basement. You're always welcome. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do that right here. If you want to watch another video, you can do that right here. Until next time, be well.